Okay, welcome to our week 11. This is our mental challenge, and for this week and the next week, we're going to focus on respect. Okay, now, what does the word respect mean? Here's the thing. A lot of us probably think we know what the word respect means, okay? It should be pretty obvious, right? We need to be respectful to people. As your parents ever said, you need to show respect, right? We hear this word a lot. I remember when I was in college, one of the majors that I studied was philosophy. And I was in a philosophy class, and there was about 35 of us, 35 college students in that class. And the first day, our professor said, okay, how many of you know what the word respect means? And everybody, we all were like, yeah, we know what that means. Of course we know what respect is. And the professor said, great, what does it mean? Tell me. And we were all like, it's, when you're being respectful. And he goes, well, that's great. That didn't define it. What does the word respect mean? You're respectful. Yeah, but what does it mean? And so we all thought about this, and then somebody said, okay, being respectful is when you treat somebody the way you want to be treated. And the rest of the class, we're all like, yeah, that's what it means. It means treating somebody the way you want to be treated. And the professor said, okay, so that's what you think it means? We're like, yeah, that's what it means. And he said, can you be respectful of an inanimate object? Could you be respectful of your coat? Or can you be respectful of your phone? Could you be respectful of your shoes? And we're all like, yeah, you can be respectful to people. You can be respectful to your shoes. And he goes, okay, so if you could be respectful to your shoes, and the definition of respect is treating other people the way you want to be treated, would you want to be treated like your shoes? Would you want to be worn on somebody's feet? Would you want to smell like feet? And all of us were like, well, no. He goes, okay, well, what does the word respect mean? Because if it means treating other people the way we want to be treated, well, that doesn't work with shoes. How could we be respectful of my shoes? I'm not going to treat my shoes like I treat other people, right? So what does this mean? And all of us, it took us an hour, and we were trying, well, maybe it means this, maybe it means this. And we still didn't have a really good understanding of this until we got into the book that we were reading for that particular semester. So the word philosophy, or the word respect, the etymology of the word, the etymology means where does the word come from? It comes from the Latin word, which is respectare. And that means, literally it means to look at something and to start walking and to look back at it, to gaze back. So to recognize something and to see that thing, okay? That's what it literally means. Now, what that actually means is not looking at something and looking back at something. It means to find a quality about someone or something and to honor, to recognize that quality, okay? So with my shoes, what is the quality about my shoes that I can honor, okay? What do your shoes do for you? Well, if you wear them outside, they protect your feet, right? So you don't step on thorns or rocks, they protect your feet. What about if it's cold outside? What if you're walking in the snow, right? They make your feet warm. What about if you're wearing dress shoes? If you're going out for a fancy evening, you might wear dress shoes, right? So they can help you with style and looking good, right? So these are qualities. They protect your feet, they keep your feet warm, right? They help you being stylish. These are qualities that we want to be aware of and to honor. That's what it means to respect our shoes. So to be disrespectful to our shoes would be to leave our shoes outside, or to scrape our shoes up, or to get holes in our shoes. Because now if I have holes in my shoes, they don't protect my feet as much, right? So here's something else. I'm going to give you 3 examples of respect, okay? How can we be respectful in these 3 instances? First of all, I'm going to take a person, my dad, okay? My dad is somebody I love and I have a lot of respect for, okay? Let's take somebody I've never met, the quarterback of the Seahawks, Russell Wilson. He's somebody I've never met, but I can have respect for. Let's take somebody else that maybe I don't like, okay? Let's say that I was going to do a competition, a martial arts competition, and I was going to be sparring, and I had to go up against somebody I didn't like, okay? I can still be respectful of that person though. So what does it mean to have respect for all 3 of these people? My dad, somebody I've never met, Russell Wilson, and somebody I don't like, but I'm going to spar with. How can I have respect? What is respect again? So again, it's finding a quality about someone or something and honoring that quality. So with my dad, what is the quality about him that I want to honor? He loves me. He loves me. He helps me. He has helped me get to where I am. So because of his love, that's what I want to honor. That's the quality. He loves me. Okay. What about Russell Wilson? Somebody I've never met. He's a stranger. What's a quality in him that I want to honor, that I maybe want to emulate? I don't know him as a person. I don't know. I think he's a good father. I think he's a good husband, but I don't really know much about him because I've never met him. What I do know is I know his work ethic. I know when he practices football, he's one of the first people to show up to practice, and he's one of the last people to leave. I know he's a good leader. I know he works really hard. He has a good work ethic. These are things I can honor. These qualities. He's a leader. He works hard. Great work ethic. These are qualities that I can respect, right? Now, what about this other person that maybe I don't like them, but I'm going to spar with them? We're going to do a competition, and this person I don't like. How can I have respect for somebody I don't even like? Well, if I'm going to spar, if we're going to do a competition, martial arts competition, if I don't have respect for their abilities, they might punch me, they might kick me. If we're doing a sparring match, and if I just walk in thinking, oh, I can take this guy on, and I have my hands down, they might punch me. So I've got to be ready. I've got to respect the fact that they could be a good fighter. I want to honor the ability that they might be strong, they might be fast, they might have good punches, they might have good kicks. So even with somebody I don't like, I can still find some qualities about that person that I can still honor, that I can still look up to, okay? So the questions that I have for you guys, got 2 questions and then 2 sub-questions. The first question is, I want you to name a person that you respect. And then the sub-question is, what is it about them that you respect? What is it about them? What is the quality that you honor in that person? The next question is, what is a thing, not a person, what is an object that you respect? And what is it about that thing, that object, that you like? What is the quality about that thing that you want to honor? So those are the questions. Who's somebody you respect? What's a thing that you respect? And then what are those qualities that you look up to?